So I kind of bought a lot of plants this month. Hello everyone, welcome to another video. It is me, Desiree. Oh boy, this is a safe space, right? This is a judgment-free zone. We're all friends here. I bought a lot of plants. I bought a lot of plants this month and I just want to show all of them to you in this video. I kind of went crazy. I don't know why. I was just finding so many good plants, a couple of wish list plants, and I went nuts. So I'm gonna stop talking. Let's talk about the plants. So the first plant that I bought at the very beginning of the month, if not within the first couple of days, and I foolishly told myself that this was gonna be the only plant I buy all month because it was expensive, and I went, you know what? Not gonna buy any more. I'm not even gonna shop for plants at all. I'm gonna be happy with this one, and that's that. Little did I know what was coming, okay? Anyway, here's the plant. The Spiral Cactus. I found one. So I have found these a couple of times at Osuna Nursery, and I've always wanted one, but they're really expensive for this cactus. And they're usually in a really big pot, like way too much soil, big old pot. I'm kind of paying for the soil in the pot at that point. And the cactus is kind of small. At least that's what I've been seeing lately. Then I saw these ones. This plant is huge. It's beautiful. It definitely needs water. I've been keeping this in my it's in the south window. It's getting lots and lots of light, and it's wrinkled up. It needs some water, but I want to repot this as well, maybe today, and give it some water at the same time. I don't even want to share the prices of these plants, you guys. I'm embarrassed. So if you want to know the prices, I'm going to put them in the description box because I don't want to say it out loud. But also, I work hard for my money and I can spend it on whatever I want. I don't want to say the prices out loud. But this was expensive for what it is. That's why I was like, I want this to be my only plant purchase. I was kidding myself. I'm like, who am I? Who do I think I am? But it's beautiful, isn't it? This is a wish list plant. It's one I wanted so bad. They had a bunch, and some were like a little more like this. There was one that was a little bigger, but not as perfectly spiraled, and I wanted that one really bad. And I almost got it, but then I went back and switched it for this one that's a little more spiraled, mostly because I think this one will be a little more stable. The other one I feel like might lean a little bit or tip over sometimes. So yeah, my first purchase was the Spiral Cactus. Okay, the rest of these, I don't know what order I bought them in. All I know is that one for sure I bought at the beginning of the month and was like, my only plant for the month. Okay, but I did buy some plants on Gabriella. I talked about it in a video. I did a whole unboxing on them, so I'll go over those quickly. This is the Philodendron mayoi, and I mean, this plant has become like one of my favorites. I forgot to clean this one too. I went through cleaning all of my leaves this month, and this one I forgot. I just realized. Look at the leaf. Look at this leaf. It's insane. I love this so much. I'm making a mess with it. I do want to repot this. There's like roots coming out of the top and the bottom, so I want to put this in a little bit of a bigger pot. But this plant has stolen my heart. I mean, the leaf shape is insane. And I did see this one at Osuna Nursery recently, and I couldn't quite tell what it was because the leaves are more immature. So they're a little bigger here with just a little bit of the razor shape at the ends. So freaking cool. I was like, what is that? I want it. And it was labeled as a mayoi, so just a little bit more of an immature leaf, but that leaf shape was so cool. I wanted it so bad. But yeah, this was the first one that I bought from Gabriella. I also bought the pothos Shangri-La. I don't know if this is Shangri-La, they call this Shangri-La, but I've also seen Shangri-La recently and it looks just like this, so I'm just gonna call it Shangri-La because saying ooh la la, it just sounds funny to me. Pothos Shangri-La, love this little guy. I do want to repot it as well. And something with the soil that Gabriella sent these in, it's nice, it's good soil, but I'm not used to it. I'm used to using the soil that I do, or the soil the plants come in, I guess. This one looks a little more like good. And I know that sounds weird. It's good soil, so I don't know how to work with it, but I'm not used to it. I'm not used to having so much perlite in soil, so I never know when it needs water. But anyway, I have watered this once. It's so cute. I do want to repot this little guy. It's leaning towards the light, as you can see, but I love him. And the texture on this is so cool. It's really bumpy. It's kind of folded. It looks a little wilted spinach-like. Such a cool plant. Love it a lot. And then I got the Monstera subpinnata. I don't know why, for some reason I thought this had 3 leaves on it, but it only has 2. Kind of similar to the mayoi, I guess, in leaf shape, but a beautiful plant. I did put this in my room in the front in my north facing windows. Not right in the window, but it's in the room that only gets north light. Because I did get a few comments about this plant not loving super bright light, that it might fade the green a lot more. But yeah, doing good. Love that one. And these ones I'm going to go over quickly because I did do a whole video on them already. And I'll link that video down below in case you want to see the unboxing and me kind of shopping on the website for my wish list plants. And then the one that I'm shocked has not died is the Xanthosma Mickey Mouse. Or they also call this variegated stingray. It has a few different names, but it was sold as Xanthosma Mickey Mouse. This plant is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Look at these leaves and look at that. It's growing another leaf. I just saw this as I was walking in here this morning. I think 1 or 2 leaves did fall off already, like 2 of the smaller ones. This one's leaning crazy, so hopefully it's not gonna fall off. But I did put it inside of this container here. That way I could just pour water in it all the time, keep it moist. I also put this right next to the humidifier. And I'm not a big fan of keeping the humidifier on all the time because it just, after a while, it just feels funny to have it on all the time. But I do put it on, and I put this literally right next to it because I want it to live. Yeah, it's doing really good. I'm kind of shocked about it. So another little plant I bought is the variegated jade. And I know it's a little tiny plant, but it's so cute. Oh, look at it. I got this at Lowe's. It's so cute. This definitely needs water. I'll go put this in the water right after I'm done here. And you know, the jade plant has never really appealed to me at all. I don't know, it just doesn't do much for me, but I have 2 of them that I kept from succulent baskets that I bought last year, and the plants are doing so good. They're growing, they're getting like sun stress, they're beautiful. And this little variegated one, you know who made me buy this? The Plant Haven. Why have none of you guys told me about Claire from the Plant Haven? Her channel is so good. The way she talks, her voice, her accent. I have been binge watching her videos, and I don't remember what video it was now, but she mentioned this little plant, and the second I went out and saw one, I was like, well, I have to get one because I'm gonna die if I don't get it now. It's doing good. Little guy, love him so much. I bought another little succulent. This one, I don't remember the name of this one. I did pot it up already into a little pot called I Wet My Plants. It's another little variegated something. I've seen these kind of succulents around. They have that kind of like, what is this? You know those earrings from like the 90s? They're like gel and they have like pokey things on them, but they're plastic. That's kind of what this has on each of the little leaves. It's not pokey or anything. It's just kind of soft and it looks cool. I don't know, man. It looked cool in the store. I brought it home. He's here now. I know when the light is going in and out. It's super cloudy outside. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna make it through. Okay, when I was at Osuna recently, look what I found. Look what I found. The Alocasia jacklyn. I beelined for this plant. Oh my god. Okay, Osuna had so many freaking good plants. I don't usually see plants there like variegated adansonii. What did they have that for? I think it was like $250, if not $300. They had it over to the side, like only serious buyers can buy this. They had so many good plants. I hadn't been there in a while because during the winter, they tend to just get the same stuff all the time. Nothing really too exciting and like, I don't know, just wasn't excited, you know? So I hadn't been there in a while, like seriously looking. And this time I went after work and I was actually going, oh my God, what is that? I had my little container, the little cardboard boxes, full of plants. I ended up putting most of them back and I only got 3, which I will show you today. But look, the Alocasia jacklyn. I had been on the hunt for this thing and I'm so glad I finally have it. So the leaf shape is insane. Look at that leaf shape, beautiful. It also has a lot of texture going on with it. I couldn't really tell from pictures because I've only ever seen some pictures what the texture was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be like a black velvet alocasia, kind of like stiff and almost like fake feeling, but this has more like a fuzziness to it. It's very, very, very cool. One of the leaves here is not doing too well, but the plant is doing well so far. I have it sitting on the table with all my other alocasias. It's growing another leaf right there, and I can't believe I found it. I'm so excited, loving life, and I got it. Another wish list plant. I've been wanting this for so long. I bought another alocasia. This one my boyfriend bought me, and I didn't want it because I was already feeling not guilty about all the plants I was buying this month, but I was feeling like, okay, that's enough. Like, that's enough. You don't need to buy another one. Where are you gonna put it? You don't need it. But we were at Lowe's looking at outside plants because we're buying some mulch and soil and stuff. And this was put out by Live Trends, and Live Trends freaking kills it with their plants. I bought one of their hanging baskets. Their hanging baskets are prestige, amazing, best quality, best price you're ever gonna find. I'll show you one here in a minute. This was at Lowe's. It's in a self-watering container. It is, I think, a Quilted Dreams alocasia. And when I saw this, I said out loud, oh my God, Quilted Dreams alocasia. I was so excited about it. And I just left it. I didn't get it. I put it back because look what I already bought. Like, I didn't need another plant. And my boyfriend was like, well, do you have that one already? And I said, no, I don't have it, but I don't need it. He said, do you have it already? And I said, no. And he got it and put it in the basket. And I was like, no, I really don't want it. Like, I don't. I could just appreciate it and know that it's here and never buy it. And he was like, but you don't have it yet. Enabler, enabler. Mumbler! So my boyfriend bought me this one, and look at it. It's beautiful. The texture on this one is a lot more firm and almost plasticky. And I did take this out because I actually thought it was fake. Just because of how it looks and feels, it feels fake. It has all this like moss here that looks spray painted, and I was like, this has to be fake. But it's not, it's real. It's in a self-watering pot. I do have some water in there now, and I'm gonna kind of clean this up a little bit because it has tags and everything still on it. It's very new. So far so good. Enabler, okay, he's an enabler. And then when I was at Osuna gasping and audibly like excited about the plants, look what I found. A melanochrysum, a philodendron melanochrysum. I don't know if it's melanochrysum or melanochrysum, so it's the same plant we're talking about here. I cannot believe this. I never thought in a million years I would see this plant in real life, and I did have second thoughts about buying it because this time last year-ish, I did a video called plants I have that are better than plants I want. And this was a plant I wanted, but I said, oh, I was gonna point to my Philodendron micans, but it's in the other room being watered. I said that I don't need this because I have that. It's similar leaves and everything. But of course, once I saw it in real life, I was like, well, I have to get it, I'm gonna die. So I got it because I didn't want to die. And it's beautiful. It's like a micans, but on a larger scale. It's a bigger leaf, same kind of texture, same color, same everything. It's just bigger. And that's why I didn't want it. But then when I saw it in real life, I thought, it's now or never. I'll never see this again in my whole life. So I got it. I got it, and I love it. I love it so much. But I will be honest about something here. I got this plant, I left it, I did water it, and then I left it in the kitchen for probably 5 days in the kitchen counter because I didn't know where to put it. And I was like, why did I buy that plant? And I had a moment of regret, but then I saw this new leaf coming in and I thought, okay, never mind. I'm happy I got it. I went crazy, I'm telling you. Okay, one more plant I bought at Osuna is this one. I feel like I want to make a mini terrarium for this plant. It's sitting in this glass jar right now full of humidity. And it is another plant. A freaking bug just flew out of it. Did you see that? Okay, hold on. Okay, I just want to make sure there's not mosquito larvae floating in the water. This is a plant I thought I would never ever see in real life, and it's a begonia amphioxus. This little plant looks sick. It looks sick in every sense of the word. Doesn't it look poisonous also? It's so cool. They had this in their little terrarium section where they sell little tiny plants like this, and I could not leave this there. I took the sticker off, but I want to say it was like $7.99. Isn't it so freaking cool? Okay, but then once I brought this home, I thought, I will do anything for this plant. I'm not even like a terrarium gal. I don't want to have to go out of my way to make my plants live. First, I'm putting on the humidifier for the xanthosma. Next, I'm building a terrarium. Who am I? Anyway, I was telling my boyfriend how much I really wanted this plant to live and I wanted it to be in an enclosure. And he immediately was like, let's go to Marshall's right now, because they always have cloches and like, they're more for like desserts and stuff. But I was like, you know what, great idea. So we went to Marshall's and I bought this little thingy here. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story, but you have to promise me, do not tell my boyfriend that I said he was right. Okay, I was also right. In a different timeline and in a different scenario, I was right, but not this time. We got to Marshall's, we're looking at all the cloches. They have some really big ones, beautiful ones, stuff that's like meant to display a dessert. But then they also had jars like this, which is what I kind of wanted. Something with the lid I could take on and off, and I could kind of build out this part as like with soil and plant the plant in here and then close it and keep it nice and humid. And my boyfriend kept telling me, get the bigger one, because I wanted this one. I wanted this one because the plant for some reason to me looked like it was this big. And I was like, no, the plant is this big. I don't need a bigger jar. And he kept telling me, just get the bigger one. It's going to grow. You should really get the bigger one. And I was like, you don't know anything about anything. Obviously, we're getting this one. When we got home and I ripped open this thing and I put the plant in there, I put the lid on and the plant was so close to the lid. I put the lid on and he was sitting right there and I went like this. And I said, don't say a word. Don't say a word. Because I wanted to put these rocks in here with a little bit of water so it would stay humid. Like the plant isn't sitting in the water. It's just a little bit elevated. But it's touching the lid almost. And yeah, I should have got the bigger one, okay? But don't tell him I said that. That's a secret between you and I. But I do want to build this out into some sort of little terrarium. But I love the plant. For days after I put it in here, he would even go check on it all the time. I think he secretly likes this one. I can't wait to build it out and hopefully like make it look really cool. If you have any ideas, let me know. We have 3 more plants, you guys. Okay, this is one I just unboxed in a video. It is the Philodendron bobcee that I bought on Cactus Club. It's a big boy. It's a big boy. It's a beautiful plant though. I mean, look at this leaf shape. Ugh, I die. I already have one. It's my baby. Now I have another one. This one's also gonna be my baby. And thank you for all of you that responded about the pole here. Apparently this is cocoa husk or something, and it is just for stability. The plant isn't necessarily gonna grow into it, and I don't need to keep it moist or anything, which is great. So yeah, thank you for that. But yes, I bought this at Cactus Club. I have a whole unboxing. I'll link that down below. I still don't know where to put it, but I have a feeling I'm gonna keep it right there. It looks pretty cool. What else? Oh, I have 2 hanging baskets. No, I have 3 more plants. Oh my God, because I forgot the one in the car still. Okay, I'm telling you I went crazy. Okay, I had to buy this. I had to buy this. This is a Monstera adansonii. I already have one of these. But look at this one. Look at this one. This is from Live Trends, and Live Trends kills it with their hanging baskets. They're always $12.99. At Smith's, for some reason, the sign says $19.99. It says hanging baskets $19.99. But they have been $12.99 for as long as I can remember, or as long as I've been buying these. They're always $12.99, and this one was too. $12.99, 8-inch hanging basket. Live Trends, they kill it. Look at this plant. For $12.99, are you kidding me? It's insane. It's got these vines down here. It did have the hanger and the hanging basket, but I put this on a shelf, so it's just sitting there. I mean, I couldn't leave this there. For $12.99, I mean, come on. How are they doing it? Look at that leaf. Insane. Never discount your grocery stores when you're shopping for plants. I bought this at Smith's, and I see them there all the time. They have a whole hanging, like, display all the time with hanging baskets on it, and they're beautiful. They're insanely beautiful. I mean, come on. I couldn't leave it there. I couldn't leave it there. Okay, I have another quick, I'll put this over here. I have another quick story to tell you about this next plant because I think it was last month's favorites video. I think I asked, you know, what are your some favorite plants this month? And one of you guys mentioned your plain green spider plant. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I love my green spider plant. I didn't know that there was an actual plain green spider plant like this one. I thought the one that I had was the green one. It's like the one that has leaves like this, but it has a white stripe in the middle. That's the only one I've ever seen. So I thought that was the green one until I saw this. I have never seen this plant in my whole plant loving life, okay? I've never seen one out and about. I've never seen it for sale. There's a freaking hair on my eye and I can feel it. We were at Alameda Greenhouse buying stuff for outside, of course. They have a really small greenhouse. They have some cool plants in there, but it's not, they don't primarily sell house plants, you know? But we always go in there and check. And look what was in there. A plain green spider plant, or what they call, I have to show you the tag because it's really funny. Spider plant. Spider. We laughed so freaking hard about this on the way home. I kept picturing that it was someone that forgot how to spell spider and they're like, spider. Let me sound it out. How does it sound? Spider plant. S-B-I-D-E-R plant. I just think it's the funniest thing. Maybe they did it as a joke. Who knows? But I have now a green spider plant. Again, my boyfriend bought me this because he is an enabler. I was so excited to see it and I was like, oh my God, a green spider plant. And I was telling him this whole story about the comment, how I didn't really know it existed and I've never seen one before. And of course he says, well, do you have that one already? And I said, no, but I don't need it. And then I told him, well, after we're done shopping, if I'm still remembering it, I'll go back and get it. And he immediately went and got it, put it in the basket. And then he's like, I don't know how we had 200 plants in this house. This plant is beautiful. I'm gonna try to show you all of the babies. It has these insanely long stems with all of these plant babies growing on it. Here and here, there's one, let me try to turn it. There's one growing right there. There's one growing here. There's another one there. There's one that had flowers on it. Oh, right here. Oh, it's stuck on my cactus. This video is chaotic. There's this one here with the little flowers growing. It has a lot going on with it. It was a whole thing to drive it home because I was so afraid everything was gonna break. I can't believe they had this in there and no one had bought it. It's so beautiful, and where I have this at, it just looks perfect. It's on a top shelf at the corner so the things hang over the sides. This plant, this is probably, is it? I love all the plants I bought this month, but this one has a special place in my heart. It's just so beautiful. Oh my goodness gracious. Now I have to go get the plant down from the car real quick. I'll be right back. I am out of shape. Okay, it's another hanging basket from Live Trends. It is a scindapsus pictus argyraeus, and I already have two of these. But I'm planning to pot them together in the same pot, and I was like, well, now I'm gonna have a spot for another plant, and I thought, well, I might as well just put the same plant. I don't know. But I couldn't leave it there. It was $12.99. Look at this thing. Isn't it so beautiful? So full, so lush, so tangling my hair up. I can't with this plant. I could not leave it there for $12.99. I don't know if I'm gonna take off the hanging thing because I know it's like holding the plant in there, and if I do, it's gonna be tendriling down, which is cool. But I like how bushy and full it looks in this pot. I love it. Ugh! For $12.99? Get out of town. Love it. Okay, that's it. Those are all the plants I bought. I'm sure I forgot one because I went on a rampage. But okay, that's it. I'm done talking. Let me know some plants you bought this month. I would love to know. I want to feel like I bought more plants than I did. Let me know what was your favorite. What do you have? Care tips, all that kind of stuff. Especially if you have terrarium building tips, let me know, because I do want to build that this month, or this May anyway. Anyway, let me let you go. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.